76ers. No, hindi yung issues nila, pero yung nag-iisang bright spot ng team nila ngayon na si Jared McCain. Jared McCain ang kanilang combo guard rookie, 16th overall pick nung nakaraang draft. And even before the draft, talagang sa Duke, ang talagang strengths niya ay yung kanyang shooting. And now almost 20 games in, ang agang nag-translate ng shooting niya and ng laro niya sa NBA level. So pag-usapan natin kung bakit. Sa unang 16 games niya sa NBA, he averaged 16.6 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game. Ang talagang pinoprovide niya para sa Sixers right now ay yung scoring niya and yung outside shooting. Having key players na alam mo in and out sa lineup, injuries, etc. At kung ano na pang issues. Parang siya yung naging pinaka-consistent scorer for this team. And in terms of shooting, he's attempting 6 a game and he's making 2.5 threes sa 6 attempts na yon. So he's shooting 40% sa 3-point line. Which is very impressive, especially sa mga rookies. Especially sa mga rookie guards, hindi ganong agad nagtatranslate yung shooting. Pero siya 40% na agad on high frequency. And mostly, yung shot attempts niya sa 3-point area nanggagaling sa catch and shoots. Honestly, pag pinapanood ko siya, hindi ko ganong napapansin na madalas siyang off-ball. Parang mas napapansin ko na on-the-ball siya. Pero statistically speaking, most of his shots are catch and shoot shots, which is nasa off-ball siya. Kung makikita natin sa play na ito, magsisimula yung possession. Okay, off the ball siya. Ayan, nandito siya sa kabila. This is an open. Ibig sabihin nun, spread out. There's going to be an away screen for Jared McCain. Papunta rito sa top of the key. Usually, after ng away screen, itong screener, magti-twist siya ng screen niya, nilipat siya sa kabila, and then dito naman siya mag-screen na daan si Jared McCain dito for a spread pick and roll. Pero, first option talaga nito kapag open ka na and ganyang klaseng shooter ka. Kapag under or open ka after ng away screen na to, kung makikita natin sa play na to si Vincent, okay, nag-go under the screen siya, which meant Jared McCain meron siyang gap and opening to shoot the early 3-pointer. Which is, alam mo yun, sa modern basketball ngayon, hindi na yan considered as bad shot kasi kaya ka nga nag-execute ng offense to get open shots. And kasama talaga sa action or sa motion ng system ng mga teams ngayon, yung unang transition attack, yung after the miss, okay, merong agad action to hopefully get an opening. Pero kapag wala, nandun ka pa rin naman sa flow to really play out the whole offense that you're running. So, yun yung nangyari sa first play na yun. Second play naman, again, dito, fast break, hawak niya yung bola, he's attacking Franz Wagner, okay, kick out to the corner. Pero again, tignan nyo si Jared McCain. Pagka-kick out niya kay Paul George, instead of standing around, okay, naghanap kaagad siya ng area kung saan walang defender and saan open. Again, it's the off-ball play. Kasi as a shooter, di ba, yes, kung shooter ka, maganda na kaya mong shoot off the dribble. Pero malaking bagay din if kaya mo mag-exist within the system without the ball. Kasi kung makikita natin dito, hawak niya yung bola, pinasa niya sa corner kay Paul George. So for a split second si Franz Wagner, okay, nawala yung attention niya kay Jared McCain for a split second. Okay, so parang for a split second, dalawa yung tao ni Paul George. And that's enough for Jared McCain para pumunta sa spot, find an opening, swish. And again, dito kung makikita natin, another open set, okay? Trail, Joel Embiid, dalawa sa wing, dalawa sa corner. Palitan natin yung kulay ng ballpen dahil sa court nila. Pagkabigay kay Embiid sa trail, there's going to be a zoom action or a Chicago action para mas, mas universal. There's going to be a pin down for Jared McCain. Now, dadaan si Jared McCain sa pin down, there's going to be a dribble handoff from Joel Embiid. So, bakit tinatakbo tong set na to? A, kasi it generates downhill motion or downhill situation na you wouldn't necessarily get kapag yung player nasa corner. Kasi defenses, usually, after a miss or after a basket, nakaprotect the paint yan. So, now, you have to set up your offense ng ganito na naka-open ka, you have a trail big, and then you will run a Chicago action, okay, para maging instead of stationary tong defender na tong, now dahil sa pin down, humahabol ngayon siya kay Jared McCain. And after ng dribble handoff, hahabulin niya ulit, mag-go under siya. Ngayon si Jared McCain, meron na siyang downhill. So kumbaga, if we play, okay, i-pause natin, simulan natin dito sa screen na to. Now you have Jared McCain, okay, na naka-downhill against Karl Anthony Towns, yung defender niya nasa likod niya, okay, dahil sa screen ni Embiid after the handoff. So now, para mong na-generate ngayon na nasa transition ka, kahit na nasa half court ka, kahit galing siya sa corner, kung dito mo sisimulan yung play, ang makikita mo na lang, Jared McCain downhill against Karl Anthony Towns. Jared McCain pulls up for 3, that's a basket. So ang laking bagay din for Jared McCain to be able to exist off the ball and make drifting 3-pointers, especially drifting to the left, mahirap yun. So si Jared McCain, so far, sa sample size na kinuha natin, 46.8 siya sa catch and shoot threes, which is incredibly high. Then pagdating naman sa off the dribble, parehas 2 centries, 40% siya from the field. So again, that's nice. That's really good. And ang laking bagay din kasi as a shooter, 'di ba, kapag nire-respeto ka na as a player and as a shooter, defenses are going to go over your screens. So importante sa'yo na marunong kang umatake off the dribble and also identify kung kailan ka aatake, kailan mo atakihin yung shot blocker or kailan ka magpo-pull up sa mid-range. Dito sa play na to, Jared McCain. Now, okay? Naka-drop defense yung big man. Okay? Si Deuce McBride umahabol sa likod niya. So now, it's Jared McCain's job to identify whether aatakihin ko ba to right to the rim or am I going to pull up or mas magiging patient ako. Lalaruin ko pa para makita ko at mahanap ko yung best available shot for me. So yun yung ginawa niya, nag-take pa siya ng extra dribble para lang ma-establish tong big man na to even deeper sa paint. And now, pwede siya mag-pull up ngayon around 12 feet, jump shot, pasok. That's IQ. That's situational awareness. Okay, again, dito. High ball screen, empty side. Again, Jarrett Allen sa drop. And now, it's Jared McCain's job to identify. Anong gagawin ko? Magpo-pull up na ba ako ng ganitong kalayo? Or, aatakihin ko off the dribble si Jarrett Allen? Dahil si Darius Garland lang yung help dito. Pero malaki din ang percentage na magda-drop dito si Evan Mobley. Si Donovan Mitchell, i-splitin yung gap. Andito si Darius Garland, so wala akong kick out. Or, am I going to take another dribble, okay, para, alam mo yun, makapag-roll dito si Mo Bamba even deeper habang si Jarrett Allen sa akin nakakommit. So, yun yung mga decisions na gagawin mo as a scoring guard, especially ng ganitong kataas na ball screen. So, Jared McCain, pinili niya yung option 1, nag-pull up siya ng ganong kalayo kasi kaya niya. So, he made that shot. So, ayun, kaya si Jared McCain, maganda yung laro niya ngayon dahil first of all, yung game niya, ano siya pang NBA yung laro niya, if that makes sense, na yung defenses sa NBA, usually naka-drop defense, most offenses sa NBA, high ball screen, dribble handoffs, yung laro niya parang tailor-made for the modern NBA. And as a rookie, diba, he's been making his shots, which is a laking bagay nun for him, kasi kung hindi, diba, ibang storya to. I've seen a lot of rookies or young players sa NBA na merong ability to score from 3 levels, like sila Cole Anthony, etc. Yung mga ganitong klaseng guardia, 6'3", streaky shooter, yung mga ganon. Pero ang laging nagiging problema yung ability to make shots. Si Jared McCain right now is making his shots